now, I'm Aaron Dean. Millions of people are expected to travel to see the total solar eclipse. And with all the excitement, there's bound to be chaos. The Advocate Channel's Jen Sullivan explains.
It's a rare event, a total solar eclipse. And millions of Americans are expected to travel to see the awe-inspiring sight on April 8th. But that means more drivers on the roads and more passengers at airports.
You really need to plan ahead and be safe.
Communities from Mexico up to Canada are in the path of totality, meaning the moon will completely cover the sun, creating total darkness during daylight. Some areas like western New York are expecting 1 million visitors. Elizabeth Carey with AAA has several tips for drivers, like navigating the old-fashioned way with a map, especially if you're traveling in less populated areas.
In a very rural area, you're talking about wilderness with no cell service.
AAA also recommends drivers don't try and watch the eclipse while driving. Have your headlights on. Don't wear your eclipse glasses while driving, and watch out for animals.
It could trigger wildlife to be out and about.
And if you're flying, the FAA is warning travelers to expect long lines and possible delays at airports. Monday's eclipse falls during the busy spring break travel season. The FAA says they're expecting more than 46,000 flights the day after the eclipse. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
A new analysis finds the amount of electric waste generated globally is growing 5 times faster than it can be recycled. The Advocate Channel digs into the issue.
From e-cigarettes to broken appliances and old cell phones, global electronic waste, or e-waste, has reached record highs. Some 68.3 million tons in 2022 alone, according to a recent United Nations report.
That's equivalent to the weight of over 100,000 of the world's largest passenger aircrafts. If you put them together, that's enough to form an unbroken queue from New York to Athens, 5,000 miles.
As the world becomes more reliant on electronics, the recycling of gadgets and appliances is not keeping pace, something experts are hoping will change with more awareness.
Better managing e-waste means better health. Health for the planet, but also health for ourselves, because a lot of the components in e-waste can be very toxic to humans.
Along with environmental and health reasons to recycle, there's a big money incentive too. E-waste often contains rare earth metals.
If we had been able to reuse and collect all what is in e-waste, we could have generated over $91 billion in value just in 2022.
So how can you safely recycle your e-waste or give it a second life? Experts say if the gadget is old but still working, see if a friend or a family member wants it. Another option, see if you can trade it in for a new device or credit. And if you do choose to get rid of your item, make sure it goes to a certified recycler.
Now we turn to a question millions want answered. When will these high interest rates finally come down? The Advocate Channel's Mike Valero is here to explain what experts say we should know to help ease the financial pain.
The magic number the Federal Reserve wants for inflation is 2%, so prices stay stable and household budgets don't take a beating. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says that level is about where he'd be more comfortable cutting interest rates. New numbers out Friday from the Commerce Department show a key measure of inflation for the 12 months ending in February came in at 2.5%. In January, it was 2.4%.
These inflation numbers, it means the Federal Reserve is not going to be in a hurry to cut interest rates.
Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, says a rate cut is still months away, possibly in June. And when one eventually happens, do not expect borrowing costs to tumble.
If you have your money in a high yield savings account, you're still earning 4.5%, 5% or even more. And when those interest rates come down, yes, they'll come down a bit, but you're still going to be earning well ahead of inflation.
McBride's advice, pay down debt as aggressively as possible. Take advantage of 0% and other low-rate balance transfer options. And a continued bright spot, even as rates slowly come down, our savings accounts.
Interest rates took the elevator going up. They increased very dramatically over the last 2 years. But they're going to take the stairs coming down. Interest rates are going to come down slowly even once the Fed starts to cut rates. And so lower rates are not going to bail you out if you've got large credit card debt or you've got other high cost debts.
In Los Angeles, I'm Mike Valerio.
Download the Advocate Channel app on your phone or your smart TV. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates, and subscribe on YouTube.